Hello, I'm Jerry Blakely, and what I'm about to do is start up a new website that I would like to do. Let me tell you how this came about. It's called Roasters Caffe, and me and a few other people always sit next door drinking coffee, always coming up with business ideas, and let's do it, let's do this, and half the time they don't come about, but some have. So I've had a website sitting, not making me any money whatsoever from my other business. So I decided, you know what, I'm kind of like, there's a guy named Daniel here that does battle box here and he's become very successful. So I said, well, why don't I try something like that way? I like coffee, and we have 3 coffee roasters actually here in town. So I figured, let me try a coffee of the month club. I want to go start that. So I went ahead and started. As you can see, this just came about like 3 weeks ago. So I'm working on the website right now. I pretty much have it complete the way I want to do it and how to present it. And so what I did is I come up with the Coffee of the Month Club, and I did 2 different coffee things. I did 2 monthly packages as of right now. I have the Roasters Cafe for $15.25 per month, which is going to get you 8 ounces of coffee, and then the Roasters Cafe Wake Up Club for $55. Now, what that's going to include is like a pound, 2 8-ounces of coffee, bags of coffee, plus 2 other little gifts along with it. Could be anywhere from a coffee grinder to a French press to muffins, chocolate, but that'd be like $55 a month. And I have them set up to be for 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months as of right now. But the way I'm thinking is, do I want to just do also a monthly part or not? But that's going to be a question I'll present to you here in a little bit. So everything is coming along not bad, but I am kind of where I have a store on here also where you do purchase. I've been talking with your Visa people and all of them about accepting their credit cards on there and their rates and all that. So I can actually go active right now with this if I wanted to, but I do have questions and I'm not sure because I've never done anything online before as far as selling goes. I believe the market out there is good. I mean, there's plenty of coffee drinkers, as you know, in this world that drink coffee every single day. And the 3 roasters we have is actually David here at Cool Beans. We have 3 Trees, and we also have Iron Wedge. So I talked to them about coming in. They gave me their wholesale pricing. So now I'm putting on. You sell outside. Now the market for me is outside of Statesboro. For you, if you want Cool Beans coffee beans, you can go right next door and get it cheaper than you'd be able to do it online with me. So my market is outside of Statesboro, and that I have never really had to do. I do advertising for people, but I'm always just within Statesboro. And I'm very good at promoting other people's businesses, giving other business ideas and contacts to each other. But when it comes to my own business all the time, I suck. For some reason, I'm very open and very forward about other people's businesses. But with my own, I'm terrible at it. So my thing is, how do I reach the outside market? Social media, magazines. I'm on a really strict budget. Even with this here, everything is paid for. I don't have to buy the beans until I have an order. So everything's paid for by the customer already. Even if my store here, you'll see these other items I got. I have been able to connect with the website, distributor, as you say, they have over 2 million products. I've been able to come along online to where I only order from them when I have an order already paid for by a customer, and they drop ship it for me. So there's no money on my pocket on that, which is good, because everything I always do seems like it's on a shoestring budget, and it's tight, and plus, family and all that. That's a different subject. But so as you see, I have different little things I can offer on there, plus many others. But I just stuck with coffee items right now. Plus, can I take this to eBay and all that? So these are questions I have because I have not done, and I want to not really get this going until I'm comfortable with, all right, I'm not going to mess up somebody's delivery. I'm not going to mess up someone's packaging and all that. So, but this is what I have to offer. And the problems I'm having, which I would like help with, first of all, if anyone here is currently doing any online shipping and processing, because shipping is a big thing for me. One of the things I have a question is, the coffee I offer with shipping, that pricing $15.95, that's 8 ounces with the shipping included. The cheapest shipping I find right now is $6.95 through the post office. I haven't been to FedEx or anything, but how these other people get it down to $3 and all that. If anybody knows how that, I have a problem with shipping. Any recommendations? I would really like some help with that, because to me, when I do buy something online myself, and I look, I go, dang man, that's without shipping? Or should I offer it the 8 ounces at $8, $9, and then plus shipping? Put the shipping fee on the end. I'd like feedback on that, because as a consumer, that's what affects me, but I don't know how it affects a lot of other people. So with the shipping, I need help with, and also with the credit cards accepting. I know PayPal, but is there other ways for online being able to get it, to have good rates for payment plans and all that, well, for people to pay online? PayPal I know is very popular on there, so yes, I've already set up with PayPal, but for Visa, credit cards, or anything else, is there other ways? Because to be honest with you, and in marketing myself through social media, I've been joking around for the last year. As far as social media goes, I've been going off the grid. I think people put too much of themselves out there, but now I'm going into a business where I probably really need the social media to reach the outside. So what social media, or which ways through the internet for me are best to do? I know Facebook for sure and all that, but I'm not up to date on Twitter. I don't even know how to do Twitter and all that. Instagram, I don't know any of that stuff. But what would work, in your opinion, for this type of business I have going? And
so when people are responding to Jerry, please just make sure that you introduce yourself and your business name, so that we can get to know you and the business that you represent as well. So we'll transition into our Q&A.
And I would like any feedback on, hey, here's a different way of doing it too. Don't be shy, man. I love criticism. The only way we can make ourselves better is through criticism, and we're all different individuals, have different theories. Yes, sir.
Jerry, not criticism, but just a question on this. Oh, my name's Kent Hill, and the business I'm going to call TBD LLC, as in to be determined. I haven't figured out a name for it. But the point is, I didn't catch who your target market is.
Well, I'm coffee drinkers, of course. What we do is I'll be offering a different blend of coffee each month. It could be Guatemalan, Colombian, whatever. But it's mostly people who I never was a coffee snob until I start really trying people who roast their coffees. And you go to these other places that just serve coffee, bam, and you're like, wow, what a difference. So and there is a big market out there in the coffee industry, and it's become more and more popular. So where the baristas or young people, it's all that. It's very popular. But my target market, it's really coffee drinkers, but also when I say outside Statesboro, but even inside Statesboro, marketing inside Statesboro for people to send gifts to people outside, I guess would be.
So you're going to stick with the 3 Statesboro roasters?
Yes, the 3 roasters I'm sticking with here, because that's right here, it's convenient, and they're local market themselves, so maybe help them get out, which is, expands their business too for them. So like really, I'm featuring 1 roaster a month. I have David from next door on there right now. David's the one I talk to, because that's where I have my coffee every day. So and he's like, yeah, do it now. So, but then like on that other one for like 2 8 ounces plus the other stuff, I was gonna have like David and then like 3 trees together, each have an 8 ounce bag that goes, and then people can reorder too, And so, one other thing though, I try to avoid conflict, even like I'm in advertising where I'm in other people's businesses right here in town for stuff, and I do not let one business compete against another one. So even with those roasters, it's like, yeah, is that okay if I put you both together? Because they don't want to reflect, hey, this is mine, So I kind of say cautious of that, but they're okay with it because they're actually, we're selling you the bean. What you do with it is your thing, So, but people won't be able to reorder.
Demetria Smith, Simplified Flooring. For my wine club thing that I belong to, how they how I became a member is initially they offered a like free. I got 12 bottles free, and they pretty much had me at that point. I only had to pay for shipping, and then once I received the wine, it was great wine, and with the option to return if you don't like it. So, is there an incentive to start a membership to maybe offer something free and allow them to pay for shipping, just to kind of whet their appetite and see what it's about?
Actually, that's a very good one. There would be, because, to be honest with you, the shipping is actually costing more than what it cost me for the actual beans. So I could do that. Actually, I like that idea. That's a good one to put it out there to, for your first, to do that. That'd be good. But there is that opportunity to do it, because, like I say, shipping is where I'm looking at. It's like, but then like these other products you see on here, those they drop ship from there. And I actually was looking at what the shipping costs are from some of those. And actually, no, I'm not gonna put that on there. That's way too much. But you'll see, I put some high-end items on there though, but that's expected to go with that. But you never know, somebody might want that coffee. Just you never know. So I put different things on there. But yes, sir.
Fred David, Minuteman Press. The coffee roasters you're using, do any of them currently sell their products? They have a website, sell their products, or would you be kind of their exclusive online?
Oh, Three Trees, I believe does. David has B pretty much as his own. Iron Witch, I haven't asked that question to yet, to be honest.
Because my thought is if you can work some type of almost a marketing relationship too, that they would direct people to you as being kind of their, processor, so to speak, their direct marketing processor, which would help both of y'all. But obviously, if they've got publications going out, they're giving out literature at a show or something, a farmer's market, and go online and order here. And if it's your site, and they can go right there and order it. That gives people a reason to go to your site, but also helps them maybe prevent. They don't have to spend the money on setting up a site, things like that. So y'all kind of co-marketing that together. It's something you may want to.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Consider, because my other fear that you don't want to compete against it. If somebody sees, well, I can buy, Cool Beans here, I buy Cool Beans direct. Well, I just go direct and get from them. It'd be, mentality. It'd be fresher. It's going to be quicker. If I'm going through this guy, he's a wholesaler. It may be sitting his where, just kind of things that people might think when they see two different sites. You just want to kind of differentiate that best you can.
Well, actually, no, and that's good, because you brought up something else that just reminded me of, as far as the freshness goes too. That's the whole other thing I have with like Three Trees roasts a lot more than David does. Well, David, he's doing a lot more roasting now too, though. So I'm trying to do freshness. So that was my other thing. I said, if you're part of the month club, the roasting's on the 20th. We're shipping out on the 21st. So within 3 days, you'll have fresh roasted beans there. But now, that's the whole other thing. So we're talking about the free month, trying all that too. Your first order, that's a whole another question. Should I just say, hey, if someone comes on, they want to buy today, but them roasting so much, I should just, okay, let's do it. Buy now, ship it tomorrow. So that was a kind of another thing I was looking at with your wine of the month. I mean, you're drinking a bottle every night, right? No, you want some more tomorrow. No, joking. But no, that's another thing I was kind of looking at, because I am offering really fresh beans. It's not like, here they're gonna sit around my place for 10 days or whatever, but it's gonna be like ship out the next day after the roasting.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people expect on the internet. It's the Amazon Prime effect. They're expecting the order today to be there tomorrow. So you've got to either give them a good reason they have to wait a week to get it or 10 days to get it, or either have some products that are available immediately, maybe a different, I don't know, just differentiate. These are available immediately. These ship out on you have a date. This would ship fresh on the 15th or the 21st, whatever it might be.
I think I like if I do the monthly club, there's a certain date, because they're going to expect it each month at the end of such and such date. But if they want to just order today, that day, it should be shipped out the next day for them. Kind of that's where I'm thinking, just going off of what you've been talking about there, probably be the way to do it. Because that's the whole thing. I'm not limited just to those two. That's what I'm trying to figure out, what it is. And actually, by this discussion, is just say, yeah, you need to offer a monthly go now. I mean, right off the bat, just one time try. And I like, free try to get it going, so with the shipping. But, yeah.
My name is Jeff Graham with Flash Twitch Building. And I was wondering if you thought about going to like the farmer's market on Saturday so people could try it, and with information about your site.
Well,
Possibly, you know, that way they could sample some of your stuff, but then also get to know you, and you might be able to ask them in person what they'd be willing. You might be able to get a consumer's perspective on, you know, would you be willing to wait for this, or, and that way they could try your product, and that way they'd be like, yeah, I want more of this, or, and then also you might be able to get some good information from them as well.
no, that would be good. Matter of fact, that's where some of this comes into play too, because Three Trees is out here at the farmer's market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, actually good for that joint
Yeah.
literature,
You're
get
already
in on,
there.
yeah. For me personally, that'd be great for me, because I know I help a buddy out with his business. I've been doing one down there in Tybee Island for him, setting up his stuff there, and that'd be a good one to get in there. And that'd be awesome to be able to take all three and represent.
Yeah,
Do that.
you get that.
And you get that feedback from there.
A little brochure or something.
Yeah.
Just,
Or minute.
I'm sorry.
It's his first
Sorry,
time here,
we
right?
You're going to go with Minuteman Rest. For all your business needs.
Oh, we're not doing no sales pitches.
These beans,
Name and business?
John Myers Personify, are these beans, are these beans offered from other roasters in other parts of the country? So do you have to out-market other people to sell these beans? Or are these beans kind of more exclusive?
No, these beans, they are actually, they buy the beans green, I guess how you put it, and then they roast them themselves. It's like he's roasting Guatemalan this one. It's for how they roast it and what they're gonna make it, you know, so, they buy those and then they roast them here. They don't, so every roaster is different. They have the times they do them on, what type of bean they actually get. So it's all on a roaster. I mean, to be honest, because they can burn them and they don't realize it. They can put them, and so that's why it's kind of like cautious. Also, do I put two different roasters in one back, same gift? I guess because what if one did burn, they didn't realize it. And they're like, oh man, that was, but it wasn't. It was the other, you know. But so that's where I'm kind of cautious sometimes on, because go that route.
Because with that, okay, from that angle then, try to get your product out in front of people who are already in that community and are experts, who can taste and try, blog writers, people like that, who can then start talking about cool beans and how to get it. And how do you get it? Well, go through you. So, because you're the one buying it, so you tell them this is how you get it. To get that out, because that's how you might be able to get out nationally through that group of people. Because those, I don't drink coffee, but I know that people who drink coffee or like it, or she's, they like to know where it comes from. That's kind of the new thing. Is it green? Is it, what is it?
Yeah, or fair trade.
Or fair trade. Yeah, that it's
How
very
long
special.
is it?
So if you can market that aspect of it, then people might not be so shocked about the price that they're paying for it, because it's something that they can only get because it's only made here. So that makes it more special. And then the price thing might not be so much of an issue, because lots of places, people like in New York, you can just go down the street and get some beans from the roaster, but they can't get beans from this roaster. So, and then if you can get into that circle and get people talking about it, and then you yourself should become an expert about coffee as well. And from your social media perspective, don't just talk about your products, but talk about things that help the coffee drinker, other things that are tangential to coffee. How to test out all this equipment, figure out what's the best, what's the worst, what works, what doesn't work, what bruises beans, whatever they can call it. Talk about those things around drinking coffee, so that they like to listen to you and get some information about you, about coffee, and then they want to then be associated with you.
I agree with that. My name is Leah Jameson from Morningstar Children and Family Services. Actually, before I worked at the company, I actually worked with an online branding company.
Okay.
And so this is actually kind of like my area. Oh, I know this. So basically, in terms of, you said your target market is not necessarily here in the States, but your target market is outside of that market. So the best and most effective way to reach that outside market is actually utilizing online tools that people would normally ignore. Are you familiar with SEO?
Nope.
Search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is probably the biggest asset that will help you to market to the outside of Statesboro. SEO is not cheap though, but it is a great return. It will bring a great return on your investment if it's done correctly. So search engine optimization, all that means is that you have certain keywords or certain, phrases that are optimized on the internet. So when I'm searching for, specialized coffee or fair trade coffee or whatever, and I type that in from whatever area that SEO is targeting, you will show up on the first 2 pages of search, okay? So typically people, when they do online searches, they only look on the first 2 pages. You're not there, you're not gonna get any hits, okay? So you have to figure out how to optimize this website, and I would also suggest getting a management company that would do that with you. There's a lot of, there's a lot of different, it's so many facets, and they can manage like a company I work with would do, I can't remember the name.
Social media.
They would do, not social media, but e-commerce. So what you're looking for right here is e-commerce, and they would manage the money for you. They would manage the credit card, and they would manage the shipping, and they would help you figure that out. They would also do social media. There's about 30 platforms online that you need to be on to help you to create a presence. It's definitely in depth.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear more about it, I can definitely tell you more and try and help you figure out what a great company would be to partner with, because you want to make sure, because there's a lot of online companies like, yeah, we'll do this, blah, 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 but then they actually are not worth their weight or worth their salt. So, but I would definitely think that would be the most effective way, because let's face it, as a business owner, there's so many things going on that you don't want to have to deal with, that an online company that specializes in this would know and would be able to help you with, and would be really effective in getting that outside market. Because otherwise, you would have to do so much work to get that outside market. Does that make sense?
So let's take one more response, and then if you have more for Jerry, you can catch him during the break or catch him after the session today. So pick your last one, Jerry.
Lena had her hand up first.
Linda McClendon, Downtown Development Authority. I know you love building relationships, and there's a person right here in downtown, that has an online company, and they outgrew their building and had to move to another location, and it's Get Shirts, and they don't market in Statesboro. They ship t-shirts all around the nation. And so I would contact him. You can go to his website, Get Shirts.
Where'd they move to now?
I don't know if it's
I
in
used to see them
Glenville.
in there. I was going, what are these
Yeah,
guys doing?
yeah,
They
they
were in there
outgrew
just
it.
stamping away.
Yeah, they outgrew it.
So they moved to a different town.
I think they're in Glenville, but he has all sorts of payment options, all sorts of social media, so
Okay. Thank you. Yeah,
success story, yeah.
well, I appreciate it all. Thank you very much.